Now let's begin with the first conversation. Number 1.
I like your new bicycle, Helen.
Thanks, but it isn't new. I had my old one repainted.
What can be said about Helen's bicycle? Number 2.
Will that be cash, check, or charge?
I'm going to write a check, but I just realized I left my checkbook in my car. I'll be right back.
What will the man probably do next? Number 3.
I'll never be able to get through all these books on Professor Gray's reading list.
But Mark, not all of them are required.
What does the woman tell Mark? Number 4.
Was there anything you didn't like about the novel?
Only that it was too short.
What does the woman imply about the novel? Number 5.
Should I fill out this form with a pen or a pencil?
What difference does it make?
What does the woman mean? Number 6.
This new computer software is really easy to use.
Isn't it, though?
What does the man mean? Number 7.
You did bring the slide projector, didn't you?
I brought it, but I'm afraid it's out of order.
What is the problem with the slide projector? Number 8.
Your brother called. He wants you to meet him for dinner.
Oh, really? Did he say when?
What does the man want to know? Number 9.
Have you heard from Howard lately?
Funny you should ask. Yesterday, from out of the blue, I got a letter from him.
What does the man say about Howard? Number 10.
If you don't like this studio apartment, I can show you a one-bedroom unit up on the 3rd floor.
All right. This one just doesn't have enough room for me.
How does the man feel about the studio apartment? Number 11.
I think I deserved a higher grade in chemistry class. Does Professor Welsh ever change the grades he gives?
Sure, about once a century.
What can be inferred about Professor Welch from this conversation? Number 12.
I wonder how I did on Professor Porter's test.
Oh, she's already posted the grades on her office door.
What does the man say about Professor Porter? Number 13.
I've invited some friends over to watch the game on television. I think I'll go out and get some drinks before they arrive here.
Shouldn't you get some snacks, too?
What does the woman tell the man? Number 14.
I'm going to drop my political science class. It meets too early in the morning for me.
Alan, is that really a good reason to drop the class?
What does the woman imply? Number 15.
I can hardly hear anything from back here. Let's just go home.
Why don't we ask an usher if we can sit closer to the stage?
What does the man suggest? Number 16.
William comes up with some weak excuse or another for just about every mistake he makes, doesn't he?
Wait till you hear his latest.
What do the speakers imply about William? Number 17.
What a beautiful sunset. You should photograph it, Melissa.
If I had some film in my camera, I would.
What does Melissa mean? Number 18.
We should be arriving at the airport in another 10 minutes.
Wait a second. This bus is going to the airport?
What can be inferred about the man? Number 19.
I wonder when the Board of Regents will pick a new dean of students.
Who knows? They're not even scheduled to meet until next month.
What does the woman imply? Number 20.
Are Randy and his friends still going to play cards this evening?
He's setting up the folding card table right now.
What does the woman say about Randy? Number 21.
We should never have listened to Harvey.
If only we'd asked someone else for advice.
What do they mean? Number 22.
All the people in the audience certainly seemed to enjoy the performance.
Well, almost all of them did.
What does the woman mean? Number 23.
How was your room last night?
I slept like a baby, and the rates were quite reasonable.
What are these people probably discussing?
Number 24.
Professor White, a few of us in the back of the room didn't get a copy of your syllabus.
There are 23 names on my class list, so I only brought 23 copies of the syllabus.
What can be inferred from Professor White's remark? Number 25.
We're not far from Mount Pleasant Street. There are some antique stores there that have some wonderful things, and they're fairly cheap.
They have some nice antiques, all right, but I sure wouldn't call them cheap.
What does the man mean? Number 26.
Daniel said that San Diego is a great place to go to a conference.
He should know. He's been there often enough.
What does the man say about Daniel? Number 27.
Have you ever gone for a ride with Charlie?
I sure have. He seems to think he's a race car driver, doesn't he?
What does the woman imply about Charlie? Number 28.
Try a bowl of this soup and see how you like it. It's a new brand.
I'd say it stacks up pretty well against the other kinds.
What does the man mean? Number 29.
Peter is favored to win the tennis match Saturday.
Oh, then that match wasn't canceled after all.
What had the man originally assumed? Number 30.
Adam, do you remember the tools I lent you when you were building those bookshelves last month? I'd like to have them back.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but I can't seem to lay my hands on them.
What does Adam imply?
This is the end of Part A. Go on to Part B.